Hello Cinema Lovers, I'm Viola,
Hello, I'm Kevin.
the big screen.
Today, guys, we have another review. Recently we have been doing different kind of videos, but we didn't focus so much in the review, so I think it's time for our second review. And before starting, we would like to say that this movie was recommended by Alex, and here you have the nickname, so that you could see that we hear also the words of the followers. And the rest of you, if you would like to recommend us a specific movie, a concrete movie that you would like us to review, just don't hesitate and write here in the commentaries below, and we will see what we can do and which kind of program we can prepare connected with the curiosities and information about this movie.
So today we will see classical war movie. Let's start. The title, The Guns of Navarone, from 1961. It is a British-American epic adventure war movie. Director, G. Lee Thompson. Screenwriter, Carl Foreman. And the movie is based in a novel written by Alistair MacLean from 1957, and the novel is the same title, The Guns of Navarone. Plot: during Second World War, British intelligence in the Middle East sent 6 men to the island of Navarone to destroy guns manned by the Germans. Cast: Gregory Peck as the Captain Keith Mayory, David Niven as Coupler Miller, Anthony Quinn as Colonel Andrea Stavru, Anthony Quayle as Major Roy Franklin. The movie was filmed in Greek island of Rhodos, and also some shots on the islands of Gozo near Malta and Tino in the Ligurian Sea. Awards, all of them from 1961. The first one, Oscar, that they won Best Special Effects, included 7 nominations. Later, Golden Globes as the Best Movie Drama and Motion Picture Score, included 3 nominations. BAFTA Awards, nominated to the Best British Screenplay, and also Directors Guild of America, nominated for the Best Director.
The situation of the movie, it's based in the year 1943, so you can imagine it's in the middle of the Second World War, but it's a fictional situation, so it's not based in the real events like in other movies of the Second World War. But here we can see the dominance of the Germans through all around Europe, because like we mentioned before, the movie is recorded in Greece, but still in that part they have the big dominance of the Aegean Sea, and that's why the title of the movie is The Guns of Navarone, because there they have, in this place, in this bastion of Navarone, they have the deadliest and the most powerful weapons in the Aegean Sea. Now let's continue with the program and let's go to the secret files.
Although the island of Navarone is fictional, but in the movie they are showing one map, and actually it shows the real island of Antikythera. Several members of Greek royal family appear in scene in the Madrakos cafe when they was recording, and they appear as an extra. And now, really interesting fact, in Pulp Fiction, Samuel L. Jackson said to John Travolta, "Every time that my fingers touch brain, I'm Superfly TNT, I'm the Guns of Navarone." Now it's time for good or bad luck.
Today in Good or Bad Luck we will talk about Gregory Peck. Gregory Peck actually is the protagonist of this movie, and it was a really big American star in his age. Actually, he was the most famous, or one of the most famous top superstars in Hollywood between the 40s and the 60s. And actually in this movie he was part of a cast full of important stars in that moment, but he was also got famous mainly because other movies, like for example To Kill a Mockingbird. Also he was participating in another movies like Cape Fear, Moby Dick or Roman Holiday. We will start saying some different facts about the career of Gregory Peck. We have one curiosity that is connected also with his career. We start talking about one movie where he was performing before this movie in the year 1959 with the movie On the Beach, and basically he decided to perform this movie, to be part of the cast of this movie, because the reason of the effects that could produce in the world the nuclear arms. So it shows about him ideology that he was totally a lifelong opponent against the nuclear weapons. He had a totally successful career, so we can consider that absolutely good luck for Gregory Peck. He won, actually, he was nominated to Academy Awards 4 times for different movies, so it talks really good about him performing skills. And actually he reached the top in Hollywood with the movie To Kill a Mockingbird in the year 1962. Finally, in the year 2003, in the year when he died, he received in that year the Oscar portrayal winning that confirmed him that he was the greatest film hero in the past 100 years. And to finish, another fact that in my opinion is again good luck, in the year 2005, after he died totally, we can see the influence of the actor, because exactly before he received an offer to perform in the movie Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, to perform the role of the Grandpa Joe, an offer, but he couldn't perform in the movie because he received that offer, but he died afterwards. So it could be the last point of memory during his career as curiosity for this section. Did you enjoy this good or bad luck? Let's go now to the next part in the program with the gossip stuff.
His parents got divorced when he was 6 years old, and he was raising up with his grandma.
He was a totally great fan of the beer Guinness, even such big fan that he was drinking it every day, and he had even installed in home, even if it looks crazy, he had installed a tap of this beer in his own home to serve as much as he wanted every day.
Gregory Peck was anti-war activist, pacifist, gay supporter, and a friend of Michael Jackson and Martin Luther King.
He was Roman Catholic, and he was considering even to get in the priesthood.
He was considered as an enemy of President Richard Nixon due to his liberal activism.
And to finish, one last gossip fact. Actually, during the recording of this movie that we are commenting, the Guns of Navarone, there was like a kind of not good atmosphere between two of the big actors in the movie, between Anthony Quinn and of course Gregory Peck that we are talking about, and there was like some tension in the scene, but nothing that could get solved by some chess games that actually, even if it's funny, they got closer thanks to that, and they finished as friends.
In the scene when the group is climbing the cliff and they submit to kill the German soldier, it's hard raining. But in the next shot, when they throw the body of the soldier, the sky is totally clear and there's no rain.
When the fishing boat is stuck exactly in the scene when they arrive and they are next to the cliff, actually the boat is totally rolling and completely unstable. However, when Brown is in the hold of the boat, suddenly the boat is with no movement. And also when the men are taking all the supplies before the storm will eat the boat and will take it, actually the boat is totally fixed and stationary, by miracle.
When the girl is shot by Maria, we see that she is shooting from shoulders up. but she didn't receive any shot in the head, so we suppose that her heart is hurting. But when later they are checking the body, it's no blood and no exit wound. So where was the shot?
In one of the last scenes of the movie, when the actor David Niven is working with explosives there in the guns to make explode the whole stuff that they have there, the Germans, there is in the beginning when he's working with full clothing, but exactly 1 second afterwards he doesn't have the tunic that he was wearing in that moment, and also the officer's cap. We are in the ending of our program, and now, like in every review, it's time for our final valuation, the final valuation by the big screen. Maybe you can start this time.
So in the beginning I was quite skeptical because it's not my favorite genre of movie, but I was really surprised after watching movie because it catch me more or less in the middle of the movie. It catch me, and it was a little bit tension because a lot of action, a lot of dramatic action that main characters needed to adapt to the different kind of situation. So for me, extra plus for that. Of course, I saw some mistakes, some bloopers, but I think that it really shows also because of the age when the year that was recorded in this movie. So we need to take it in account that it was recorded in 1961, that they didn't have such good, I don't know, cameras and microphones that makes it better. But I could give 7 points for this movie. It's really enjoyable to watch it.
In my opinion, the movie, it shows, as it was mentioning in the beginning of the genre of the movie, for me it's the classical war bellic movie, the classical action movie, especially about the Second World War, that is happening a lot of things, like you are saying. It's a movie that you will not get bored watching this movie, absolutely. It's all the time happening different kind of things, and this is a plus, absolutely. It's a movie quite enjoyable and entertaining. Also, I would like to mention that I think that they had so big resources. Of course, like you said, there is quite a lot of mistakes in the movie, quite a lot of bloopers that has been happening. We just mentioned some of them, but you need to be aware that was much more than that ones. But I think that they had a really big budget to make this movie in that moment. There was the casting for the actors. They have really big stars also, and also you can see that the main characters, they have so specific personality, the characters of the main characters of the movie. But also I see that some other characters, especially the secondaries, they don't have so much relevance in the story. So this, in my opinion, is something negative for the movie. And also, one thing that I liked from the movie was that the really meaning of a group, of the teamwork, of how is cooperating a group, how each of the characters has them personality, then different skills, and how they can use the common, the general skills for a common goal that was accomplished, this mission. Also, I would like to mention one thing that for me is interesting, that during the movie they are showing the Germans all the time, like the Nazis, like the bad side. And this is something that is a little bit a stereotype, because okay, in that moment it was during the Second World War, but not every Nazis are the bad ones, and they show also Americans as the good side, yes, as the winners. And I think that in the wars there is not always a really bad side and a really good side.
Yeah, that's true.
But still, I think that it's a really good movie. For the age that was recorded, it has really good technical stuff. It's totally entertainable. I totally understand also that they won quite a lot of awards. And still, comparing, putting in balance these good facts that I mentioned and these bad facts that I mentioned, I think that I could give also a 7. So I think that a medium scale rate of points, 7 is proper. So,
yeah, so the big screen evaluated as a 7.
we are so glad to announce that we open a new section, Who is Who, and probably you are wondering what's going on in this section. Actually, this section is totally thinking in the audience, totally thinking in all of you, because we would like to make you participate in this channel. And actually, Who is a section that we would like to make in every review that we will be doing of different kind of movies. And this is a kind of general question. We will give some different kind of clues about the next director, the next main actor, the next movie even that we will be reviewing in the next video. And we will give, like in this case, different kind of clues for the audience, and you need to guess what, which, or who we are talking about. In this case, who we are talking about, and the winner, the person who will say faster in the commentaries, you can write it here in the commentaries below or in our social network, but I think that here in the commentaries below is totally fine. The proper and the right answer will be mentioned in the beginning of the next review. And actually, for the next review, we were thinking about making a review of a Spanish movie we was doing last time about the Polish movie. So the person that we will be talking about is the one that the audience needs to guess in this time. Actually, we are talking about an actor, about a Spanish actor that actually is the protagonist of the main movie that will be the next time. And here are the clues. First of all, a Spanish actor, protagonist of this movie. Second clue, this person was the first Spanish actor winning an Oscar. So not just a common Spanish actor. And the protagonist, remember, of the movie. And the third fact, and I think this one gives you quite a lot of chances, he is married since some years ago with the famous Spanish actress Penelope Cruz. So I think until here we can say the whole information. Please write, don't hesitate, write here in the commentaries below if you know who we are talking about. And in the next review we will give we will tell who is the person, and we will mention the winner of this.
So, who is who? Here we are in officially the end of our program, of our video. Don't forget to like. Of course, if you like our program, just give a like. Don't forget
to subscribe here below. Of course, we need to see how this family is growing step by step, and to see that people like really the project and the things that we are doing. And I think that's all.
See you in next video.
See you next video.
Bye.
Bye bye.